Yeah, well, how big do you think that kill in the first period was? Because Utica's actually had a lot of success lately. I mean, even in the most recent game that you guys played against them last month, 2-0 lead early, they've had a little bit of success when they've gotten up early in the first.
Huge. Anytime you can kill off 4 minutes, almost switches the momentum. You know, they got a chance to go up 2 and really it changed the game, but we get that kill, gives us some momentum going into the end of the period, and then kind of turn things around after that, it felt like.
The biggest takeaways for me, offense, obviously, I know we talked about that post-game, but then the physicality aspect too. How do you think that's ramped up as of late?
Yeah, it's been good. I thought Jagger brought a different element tonight, which great to see, something that we need. And this division's, you know, so competitive. Play these guys so many times that you got to be physical, and it's a long season, so you got to play that hard-nosed hockey, and it makes a difference down the stretch.
Tonight, you know, he's just been so consistent throughout this season. What did you see from him?
He's just so good. He's so good. The mistakes that you do make up front, he's back there, and we have all the trust in the world in him to make the saves that he needs to make, and he's keeping us in every single game right now. So it's, you know, not many teams have a goalie that's of that caliber. So we're blessed.
Anton was in here. He talked about his confidence level being pretty low before he went to juniors, and how that really just kind of sparked something with him, and he played with that confidence. Obviously here tonight, with your role as a captain on this team, is that a conversation that you have with some of the younger guys who are transitioning to the AHL to, you know, continue that confidence throughout the season?
Actually, well, I'll disagree with him there. I thought that last game in Cleveland, he was really good. It felt like he was carrying the puck through the neutral zone, and it looked like he had a little bit of that swagger going into the tournament, and then obviously had a really good tournament and came back, and big goal tonight. And these young guys, they get exponentially better like throughout the season. It feels like they're obviously drafted so high in here for a reason, and he's been really good as of late. As far as my role in mentoring them, you know, sometimes I have conversations with guys. I guess like earlier in the season, Neutsch wasn't finding the back of the net too often, and when you look at like the analytics, his expected goals for were like through the roof, and there was a big difference. He had maybe like 2 goals, but 10 expected goals for. So I'll talk to guys like that and let them know that, you know, you're getting opportunities. It says you should be scoring. Just keep going, and they're gonna go in for you. But other than that, you know, not too much.
So thanks you talked recently?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, for sure. You know, I'm looking at the same stuff for myself as well, and felt like I was generating a lot of grade A's and getting a lot of shots, and shooting percentage is just super low, but they trust me to, you know, even when I was kind of in a little bit of a drought, they're just keep me on the power play and stuff, and keep giving me opportunities, and finally they're going in. It feels good, but yeah, I did have that conversation with myself.
It's probably a little easier to go through that when the team's winning.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously you want to contribute, but at least it's not, geez, if I had scored there.
100%. I think it was 23 games without a goal, which for me was a really long time, but I'm not sure what our record was during that time, but it was really good. So, you know, whatever we were doing was working. Obviously, I would like to contribute. I think when I was going through a slump like that, you're trying to figure out ways to contribute in other ways, face-offs and different things, and being tight in your D zone. But yeah.
How confident are you when like that 2-on-2, that when you get to Roseanne and he's going wide, that probably good things are going to happen?
Honestly, it wasn't a very good pass. It probably should have got taken away, but it squeezed through. Kind of got a little bit lucky there. I was alone on the rush and figured I'd have speed coming from behind, and tried to just like manipulate their D a little bit and slow them down and kick it out to speed, but it was a heck of a finish.
Yeah,
and you've obviously been around him a long time now. How have you seen him blossom to now, second straight year being an AHL All-Star?
He's he's been really good for us. His scoring is elite. He's very crafty, and I think his game is rounding out in all different areas. I'm sure the coaches trust him in the D zone and all three zones, and it's a credit to him. He's just getting better and better, and I think he'll play in the NHL for a long time.
You mentioned there for a second the power play tonight. Seemed like it had a lot of good things going. Struggled, statistically throughout the year. So kind of, How did you feel out there on the power play and kind of watching the other unit as well?
I think that was big for us. Obviously, when we come down the stretch, winning those special teams battles and having the power play clicking is really important. As games get tighter and you get less opportunities 5-on-5, you may only get a couple chances on the power play, and you really got to find ways to score. So I think it was really big for our confidence. I know Vinny's happy that we got a couple tonight. It does a lot for, I think, all the guys out there. When you score on the power play, it kind of creeps into your 5-on-5 play. You start gaining a little bit more confidence in that area of your game as well.
How did it feel to get at home? Man, you guys have been really good on the road, not so much at home. So kind of, how was that to be able to put up 5 or at home?
Yeah, great. I've heard that statistic quite a bit now about our road record to our home record. I don't have an answer for it. I'm not sure why that is, but first win of the year at home, which is nice. I thought it was a really big crowd, a lot of energy, makes it much more enjoyable and a lot of fun. So hopefully we keep that trend going in the right direction.